We're good to go.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, people from different part of the world. Today is 19th of Jan 2026. Welcome back to the weekly MyQFX webinar. And I hope somebody's going to manage to allow people, right?
Yep, that's me. I'll be doing that. Don't worry
Perfect.
about it.
Thank you so much, Hazia. Thank you. Thanks a lot. All right, guys. So we are back to for weekly webinar, my QFX, and just to let you know, the people who joined first time or watching the YouTube first time, what is the my QFX and what's the point of the weekly webinar? And first of all, MyQFX is basically is a practical forex trading and a real-time market analysis platform that is designed for both novice and the experienced trader, which basically we broadcast live market information whenever the market develop any patterns or any structures or any opportunities develop. We broadcast instantly in MyQFX platform. So I'm going to show you at the end how we did analyze it today and what's the performance of these analysis. What's the reason doing this webinar? This basically is a price action where I'm going to be explaining you, first of all, the market, upcoming opportunity we're going to discuss. And then second is basically, I'm going to try and teach you about the price action. And as you know, today webinar, you have received this information. We mainly talk about the gold. So I'm going to be wrapping up very quickly the next week, this week opportunity, but I'm going to be more focused about the, how we trade, how you can basically take the maximum opportunity in gold. We have amazing results. Traders are doing perfectly fine. And so far, based on all of our analysis, we found that the mostly people are trading gold instead of rest of the pair. And reason behind it, we'll discuss it later, okay? All right, let's move on. So let's look at the next slide. Okay, next slide is basically that's the homework a disclaimer. I'm just going to read the last paragraph that I'm not affiliated with nor do I represent any security broker, dealer, or investment company. I'm not licensed or qualified to provide investment advice. Any trading decisions I share for information purpose only and should not be shared, should not be taken as a financial or investment advice. It is important to verify all information independently, and any action you take based on that information are entirely your own responsibility. All right. And just quick, the structure of this webinar is we're going to look at the high impact upcoming news. I'm not going to go in details of this high impact news. I'm just going to go overall which currency have and which day we should be more focused onto that based on the high impact news. And most of the, the fundamental news already discussed in a previous beginning of MyQFX educational webinar. You can watch those one. And then we're going to do the live technical analysis 4 hour and 1 hour. All the exotic pairs, we do analysis 1 hour, and all the major against the dollar we do 4 hour based on the volatility of the certain pairs. Then at the end, basically, I'm going to show you the MyQFX analysis performance. And give you a little bit more details how we analyze it and the results of this analysis. Okay, and then also I'll share you some good news in terms of opportunities. And if you want to be part of MyQFX team, how you can join, and we'll share that information later with you guys. Okay. All right. So as mentioned, we had a special offer, and this offer is only valid in January. As said to you, this is the last month. Take the full advantage. I'm offering three, exciting packages alongside with my coaching and training. As you know, I have more than 10, 15 years of experience in terms of analysis, and I've been broadcasting and providing information for the, institutions and the private investors about the market structures and coaching and training them. And of course, my price is very high, but based on QBN Global, we just launched this broker, so I'm offering this offer. So take the full advantage. So let's suppose if you open a $1,000 of an account. I'm offering one-to-one Zoom session. In this Zoom session, I'll be teaching you the momentum strategy, which we basically use in this momentum strategy and the price action training. And based on that, it's going to help you to basically trade these $1,000 for an account. But if you open it, that's the best value. This is the two. If you really need, if you think you need more training, so I'm offering another one, which is if you open a $2,000 for an account, I'm going to give you two one-to-one Zoom session. Here, I'm going to teach you advanced momentum strategy and the price action. That's going to help you to trade this account effectively. And of course, I will help you to how to trade this account properly. And the third one is a pro one. And this is if you open a $3,000 of accounts. Of course, I'm going to give you all the basics and advanced training, momentum strategy. And top of that, I'm going to also teach you about the FX business development. This is a very interesting part of it. And because a QBN Global has the PAM solution, and PAM, with the PAM, how you can build your own forex trading business, just trading a minimum account. I'll give you a slightly good example. Let's suppose if I have a $3,000 of account and I'm trading very nicely and I'm making, let's hypothetically, let's say if I'm making 10% every month, and then I can also broadcast my performance to other or the internet and social media, other investors. So if anybody wants to follow my trading, I can charge them anything, depends on the performance, from 25 to 30% or 35%. So I can keep trading my account, but I will also making a lot of money by passing my trades to other individual investors. So this is comprehensive, very FX business development training. So I'm giving you these offers. So feel free, and if you're really interested, I'll show you the email address. Drop me an email, and I will basically have more than before joining. If you really need to have one-to-one session with me or my colleague, will help you to basically give you more detail about these special offers. I hope that makes sense. All right, so MyQFX, as I said to you guys, it's not going to be free very soon. So we are still in development. So I've already given these options to the management. So let's see here. Once I get the confirmation, we're going to make this website live. And of course, it is going to be free in different ways. Let's suppose if you are a beginner and you want to have live analysis in real time support through MyQFX, and you want to trade the your trading account, QBN Global trading account through MyQFX. So we are offering, that's for limited time period. You open a $500 with the QBN Global. And of course, this is the main features of the MyQFX platform. Give you a little bit, explanation about this one. So basically, you will have a real-time trade analysis and updates and live audio commentary, right? And then we have a price alerts and customized charts, forex momentum trading strategy. I'm going to show you one. I'm going to be logged into the platform. You will get the real-time financial news, like every time when the news is about to release, 5-10 minutes, we get this alert, market sentiments, what's happening in the market, what Uncle Trump has tweeted, and how market reacted. You will get these updates instantly, right? So all our analysis, New York and the London session analysis, being recorded straight away once we finish. So let's suppose because of the time difference, if you miss those live analysis, you can watch those recording. And of course, we have a forex education material through QMind, which is amazing material, guys. MyQFX is more practical if you really want to develop inside out of the theoretical side of it. And we have a QMinds. And also in Thursday, we are running another amazing information about the forex trading. You can develop your knowledge through these resources. So in nutshell, basically, you know that we are providing amazing support and training to all individuals. So your job is to take the maximum benefit from those resources. And of course, if we have a live chat support in MyQFX, if you need some help, we have a dedicated team. Even sometimes we have a dedicated team which basically take you to the live one-to-one session and explain you the platform. And then of course, weekly training sessions. Some of the training session is here through here, but some of the training session we organize it for our trainer or trader basically through MyQFX. So these are the main features. So if you want a 3 months free, you open another $500 account. But if you want a 12 months of free, so you open a $1,000 account, you will have all these features of the platform. Keep in mind, there's a terms and condition apply for both of them, and the terms and condition, you must have balance them in that account and tradable, and you are trading. It doesn't mean you just open an account and you don't trade. It doesn't work like that. The terms and condition will share with you guys very soon. So you will have all that information. And top of that, if you open $1,000 accounts, we are also offering a one-to-one session, and that's going to help you to basically, that's one-to-one session is more likely as a personal one-to-one session. You give us your information, what's your experience, and we'll help you according to your experience, according to your knowledge. We will give you some, guidelines, or we give you some support and help. So this is another benefit you have it. But if you don't want to open an account, and you want to go just straight away monthly, so we have third option, which is a monthly $149. Guys, just to let you know, this is going to be live very soon. So pay attention to details. All the QBN member who hasn't taken the advantage to join MyQFX, this is the advantage before this website goes live. So in this situation, so we have another extra thing, that is a funding opportunity. Technically, we also, help you. I can also help you funding opportunity. One of these one. Let me explain to you what does this mean, a funding opportunity. Funding opportunity is if you perform very well, because MyQFX is a virtual platform. So if you performing very well and your perform is very good and you are in paying subscription monthly, and then there's the opportunities to get a funded. And we are in a planning phase, inshallah, very soon. We are providing a funding opportunity through MyQFX platform, and we are going to be the pioneer in terms of funding opportunity. Reason why I'm saying it, because we have a platform where we're helping our traders in real time through all these features. So no one in the industry right now is giving this information alongside with the funding. So just pay attention to detail. Everything here is amazing. Okay, so let's assume if you want to know more about it, so we have free information. You can get it. Just type hello@myqfx.com and put your name, email address, and the contact number, and your inquiry, what exactly your inquiry is. Then definitely one of my team member or myself will get back to you. I hope that makes sense. All right, so this is just information what's happening here. So now we are going to look at the first thing. I'm going to look at the fundamental news, and I'm not going to go in details because it's going to take more time, and slightly sometimes it's boring for you two guys. So the way I'm going to be looking into it, but just to let you know, every single day we look at each and every news in detail, and we basically align it with the technical part of it. So just to let you know, what Monday you can see we had a bank holiday, so I wasn't actively basically trading because of the New York session, because as I said to you, my favorite time period is when the New York and London open. So we had a bank holiday here. So we also had this news that came out for the CAD today, but we haven't seen any reaction. That might be a possibility of the bank holiday in the US. And then Tuesday, what we have Tuesday, probably going to be we looking for pounds. Mainly, we're going to be focused on the pound. And keep in mind, this time is basically Dubai time, which is the 7 a.m. London time. In this one, and this one, I believe, around about, let's say, 10 o'clock or something. 10 o'clock, yeah, 10:45. So this is the news we are looking here. So Tuesday, we were mainly going to be looking for cable. And if you look at the news, what we see it, this figure is projecting a good sign for the dollar, for the pound, because climate count change means this data is basically mainly for the job seeker allowance, how many people are applying for that. So we can see here that less people mean good sign. But we also had a Bank of England speeches coming. So during the speech, just to give you an idea, but you don't trade, because during the speech any good statement create bullishness or bearishness. So once the news is finished, then we look at the market reaction and then we trade accordingly. Wednesday, we have in the morning 7 CPI data. The data slightly is showing positive. So we'll see here. If we see this data create bullishness, that's data is going to create a continuation. That's what we're looking. And then another important news that's coming, WEF, which is World Economic Forum annual meeting schemes. We normally call the big dogs are talking about the economy. So we'll see how that's going to go. But and then we have President Trump's speeches coming. it's gonna create another volatility. Just keep in mind during this speech and everything, don't initiate any trade. I'll always recommend during these speeches, don't and trade. Let's wait for the market to settle down. I'll show you when I'm gonna be show you the analysis. Thursday we have Aussie dollar, you can see here. And later on in the afternoon, we have a GDP data is coming for the dollar, exactly the same. We have core PCE price index slightly. We don't have any previous data, but forecast 0.2. We'll see how that's going to make. So Friday, we had a quite high impact news. So I'm expecting some big moves on Friday, guys. If you look at here, Friday, we have a Kiwi, we have a yen, we have a pound, euro, pound, and dollar. So more like I can see here, it's going to be an amazing day on Friday. And but as always mentioned to my trader, last trading day and the first trading day is always be slightly challenging. But if you have a positive portfolio of the week, stay away. But in terms of volatility, I'm expecting some big moves on Friday. So that's basically overall. So we're going to be looking into it. But every day when we, online to MyQFX platform, we basically look at the, all this news in detail. And then we analyze the technical side of it. All right, let's look at the technical side of it. And gold, and I'm going to come at the end, gold, to show you how, give you a bit more details, how you can trade gold. All right, so let's look at the pound dollar now. Okay, so pound dollar, if you look at the data, last week we had this beautiful, rally. And if you have joined MyQFX, YouTube channel. So we have this beautiful rally and we really enjoyed it. And as always mentioned, I'm going to show you certain price action techniques. You can go and scroll down all the price action, any charts or anything, you will find amazing opportunity. First thing, as always mentioned, this is part of the training too. So every time when the price develop impulsive move, after impulsive, if the price develop correction, slow down. But here the condition we always look for the fundamental as well. Because if there's no fundamental, we have impulsive move, and after that, if price develop a correction, so we're expecting one more push to the upside. But if there's a fundamental, then we have a different scenario. This is what we do it. This is always we do it. Another important thing what we do it in price action, as you know, the price moves in waves, so the price develop like that. So every time when the price break any recent high and low, we always pay attention to detail and looking here if the price broken and looking for another continuation and looking for another continuation. But let's suppose if the price refuse to continue and they will come back and give us the confirmation, this area, and then that give us the probability of a reversal. I'm not saying a trend change, a reversal opportunity, and that's the key we're looking at. And these kind of information we broadcast every single day in MyQFX platform. So I give you an example here. What I mentioned here, if you look at this. The price action we have it, you can see the price broken this side, the price broken this side, right? So we have this impulsive, we haven't seen any correction here. Instead, price came back, price refused to stay above this level. You can see it, this level. So we were expecting here, let's say if the price is going to keep respecting, then I'm expecting one more push to the upside. Sometimes we call this one is a speculation, manipulation, because when the price is coming down, most of the traders are a short trade here and they always put the stop loss above the previous high. And this is what's happened. Market come back, clean average stop loss and continue. How we identify the market is going to reverse, we always pay attention to details. You can see here the market broken and market should follow this pattern, but price refused. We haven't seen any correction. Market price came back. We have this high. So we put this area of interest. This is the area of interest. While the price is here, we don't know whether it's going to go up. So let the price break. So if you look at here, this is what happened here. The price broken here, and after that, price give us the confirmation. Once the price broken, this give us the high probability of continuation to the downside. This is the way we look at, always we look at. So now we have this reaction. So what we're looking here, price nicely broken this previous low here. You can see it. So we mark this line here. Every time when the price come back here, so we look at this area. Let's see if the price is going to break or is going to respect. More likely, as I said to you, we are expecting this kind of price action. Same thing, we are looking this kind of price action here. So you can see the price nicely broken and price develop this reaction. And beautiful, and especially, again, pay attention to detail. Price action is the key for us. We look at, so you can see the price, almost this area came back, and this is give us the high probability of confirmation that the price tried to break this level, price refused, and we had a nice, beautiful short trade here. And afterward, we have impulsive, and you can see the price correction. Again, same pattern here. You can see the price nicely broken. After the breakout price, give us the confirmation. That give us the high probability of continuation to the downside. So you can see here the price nicely came. This is basically the market open. We look at in this morning, I said to my trader, all of my trader, look for long. Pretty standard, straightforward. Why? The price is telling us the price don't want to continue to the downside. There's multiple reasons, multiple ways of we analyze. We have this area of interest. You can see here, the price nicely respected many times. We have this false breakout. Price came back. And today, my analysis is recorded analysis, this London morning session and the New York session, which is I mentioned to my trader, if the price refused to break this level, I'm expecting upside. So when you have this kind of information and top of that, you have this analysis, you is hardly to miss that opportunities. We did this analysis, guys. So you can see here, and what we're looking here, we look at this analysis. So the price came back here because this is the market reaction, because this is the market open. This is not a tradable. And after this impulsive, you can see here the price nicely developed a correction here. So we did this analysis, price nicely broken and sign of continuation. So now what we can see here, the price nicely broken above this level. After that, we're expecting a continuation. So this is what exactly we're looking here. I know some people are asking questions. Let me see their questions, if anything related to the questions. Which candle is the candle for the confirmation? Okay. Right. So confirmation, let me explain to you. Okay. Let's see the message. Okay. All right. So confirmation, we were looking here. This is, I'm not sure you're talking about which way, which, if you're looking, let me explain to you here. What we're looking here, this, if you look ahead, this is very strong bullish candle, and the price came back. We look at the intraday. So we look ahead this price of action here. So we look at our intraday platform, and intraday we already have. Let me explain to you here. In intraday, so we have this area. Sorry. So we have this area, which is. Let me share with you this example here. So you can see here, we explain. This is the first high is broken. So we had this is the first high is broken. We have this area of interest. So we had look for this breakout. So this 2-3 times, if you look at my analysis recording in MyQFX, I already explained to my trader the price developed this correction here, 1, 2, 3. That give us the confirmation that the price want to go up. And we have momentum at the bottom, bullish momentum, and that's give us the high probability of continuation. This is we call our intraday system. But if you look at the 4-hour chart, what kind of candlestick confirmation we're looking into it? Everywhere you will find some sort of candle pattern that give us the confirmation. Give you an example here. Here you will see this candlestick pattern. We have a bullish engulfing candle. Means this is, you can see, so bearish engulfing candle, which give us the high probability of the bearish has been controlled. Here you can see here the price nicely respecting. We have a bullish engulfing candle at the support level that give us the high probability of continuation to the upside. Then we look at here, this is this candlestick pattern we call a spinning top candle, which is an indecision candlestick pattern, and that give us the high probability. You can see the price refused to stay above this level. This candlestick give us the confirmation of sign of continuation. Then you can see here the price nicely broken, and we have this kind of candlestick pattern. You can see here like a hammer. Price came back here, so you can see here that's this price action is giving us the confirmation that the price want to continue to the downside. So this is the way we look at, when we always look at the major support and resistance, and that's what we look at here. So here, what we look at here, this candlestick pattern is give us the high probability is continuation. Then we look at the support and resistance. Here you can see here price nicely respected here. This candle is giving us the false breakout and give us the confirmation. And if you look at here, and this candle pattern, we have a bullish spinning candle, which is the indecision candle pattern. And then we look at here, this yellow line. This is basically you can see a weekly, I think 4-hour support line. So you can see the previously price respected. So we look at in high time frame, and then we also look at in intraday. And intraday, we can see here the price, as mentioned here in the analysis. You can see here the price previously this high. rejected one time, second time. So we say, okay, if the price gonna break, safest way. So you can see the price nicely broken and hit to the profit target. So we aligned 4 hour alongside with our intraday system. And to be honest, the thing is that's what we explained to our trader, even if you hesitating it. So we already have built our own proprietary indicators. This is the momentum indicators. When this is the green, so we always look for this direction. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. So if you look at the Euro USD, I'm gonna go very soon with jump into the gold, and I'm gonna be open a QBN Global MT5, and I'll show you, some trades how you can do it. I'm also show you on the platform too. Okay, so if you look at the Euro USD, if you look at the last week, we were looking this symmetry triangle pattern, and once the price broken this level, you can see it, and after that price retest give us the confirmation. We had this beautiful short trade. We have after that price impulsive, you can see it, pay attention to detail, price nicely broken, we have another short trade here. So pretty straightforward. We were looking this candle this morning, so price nicely broken. We have this false breakout, which is we mentioned over trader. After that, my recording is there in the MyQFX. I already mentioned to my trader that if the price is going to respect this level, that high probability the price is going to go up. And that's what we look at here. This is the price action because the confirmation we had it. Okay, just okay. I hope. Sorry guys, I'm just my screen gone blank. Okay, you're still here, right?
Yeah, we're still here and we can see your screen as well.
Okay, perfect. Okay, just my Zoom.
We
Okay.
see you and we see the screen you shared, but um, I'm not sure of something at your end maybe. We see the Euro USD chart.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to continue because I was trying to open a chat system and it's showing me, can you see this one? Zoom meeting is not responding.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah, I don't want to close it, so I'm going to
Yeah,
continue it, but he
not
don't let
quite
me.
sure why, but
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Technology sometimes.
it could be because it's a scheduled call and not just an open call, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Okay. Just give me 1 second, guys. So I'm just trying to get out from this Zoom. Okay, shall I log in? Shall I log in back? Shazia, do you think?
You can if you think you want to hop out and hop back in, it might refresh your page.
Yeah,
Might
okay.
be
Let me
something at yours end because I'm just checking on my side. It seems to be fine.
okay, let me close back and log in back, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think Ashraf might be having a little bit of a glitch with his computer because it seems like he's frozen now, and that's why he's getting those notifications. So thank you for your patience, and hopefully he'll be back in a couple of not too long. But it's good to see so many of you on the call. I see some familiar names. Let's see, let's go down the list. Welcome Eileen, welcome Altaf, Antonio, Carmen, Delphin, some new names, Dr. K, um, is it Genevieve? If I say might be saying the name incorrectly. Gwen, Jet Lee, how are you? Been a while. Krishak, Mark and Dyer, MCP, not sure. Muhammad Iqbal, I recognize your name. Rajat Gupta is a new name. Shabazz, how are you? Sufyan, I recognize you. And then we have a Zoom user. Just gently saying that if you do come on and it says Zoom user, please, if you do not mind, just re-editing, renaming yourself. It will be wonderful, because sometimes we do have certain glitches that happen on the call, and it's very difficult then for us to know what the reasons are. So it's just a request. If we can sort of add a name to ourselves, that would be helpful. Now, I have seen Ashraf come back on the call. Um, there, I just need to make him co-host. Welcome back, Ashraf. We see your screen. We don't see you. I think your camera is off, but we see your screen. I think there was maybe something wrong with your Zoom, because when you left, you were frozen for us for a little while and then you disappeared. So you're on mute as well. Should be able to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, guys, to keep you waiting. All right. So meanwhile, you have opportunities to, ask questions, and you are, so I can see it. Okay. So we were talking about the Euro USD, right? So this morning, as mentioned to my trader, that recording is there in my QFX platform. You can check the recording. If the price cannot respect this, the sign of continuation to the upside. So we have this candle give us the indecision situation. Then we look at the second candle. This candle, if you look at the body, is very strong bullish. That gives us the high probability trade for long. Then we did another analysis, which is a pretty straightforward at the bottom here. At this stage, we did this analysis, look for this breakout. So you can see here the price came back here and broken this high. As always mentioned, basic price action, we can see an intraday price nicely broken high, and then we retest, and after that price nicely broken and give us the confirmation. And the price retest give us the confirmation momentum bullish, hitting to the certain target around this level. This is, we suggest over traders time to consider banking some profit. So that was the beautiful long trade here. So now we have the confirmation of this false breakout, which price nicely develop a false breakout. So that give us the high probability of continuation to the upside. So even the price nicely broke on this one, and we'll see tomorrow. And based on that, we always look at the price action. As I mentioned before we start day today, we look at this price action here. If there's any news about the euro or anything news about the dollar, that's probably we'll see. And if that's give us a high probability, then we're looking for the continuation. So if you look at the right now, the price action, we look at in intraday, we have this price action. So what we're expecting here, we are expecting price nicely develop another breakout. So after this breakout, so we're expecting continuation to the upside. We have this momentum, and if you keep this momentum and if you keep the basic price action, you always find the high probability trade. But as always mentioned to my traders, simplicity is the key. And the simplicity, the first basic principle of the price action, we look at every time when the price break any recent high and low, that we put our point of interest. And based on that, we wait for the price to react and give us the confirmation. For example, you can see here, this is the high is been broken, and you can see the price nicely broken. So this is a point of interest for us. And that's why we always say, look for the pullback. So the first priority always be, we look at the pullback, price nicely respected. And also we have developed our intraday system, which help our trader not to miss this opportunity. First of all, momentum is bullish. As soon as the price develop this, price action, we look for this breakout long trade here, price nicely broken. And then we price nicely area. And then we look at this point of interest, and we'll see here if the price is going to keep respecting it. Any deep pullback would consider high probability trade for long here. That's the most important thing is. This is the basic price action. It is the part of our MyQFX strategy, momentum FX mode strategy, which is I'm sharing you this information. You can apply any pairs, any instruments, this basic principle, you will find amazing opportunity. Now, another important thing is how we look at the price is going to, there's a certain parameters we have, mentioned to all our traders. Every time when the price break, let's look at the Euro USD. The price broken here to develop another pullback. We have another pullback here. The price developed, then this was the, and this is the point of interest. You can see here the price nicely tried to break this level, but the price refused to stay, continue like that. Yeah. So that give us we call a false breakout. That give us the high probability of sign of continuation. Number one, we already developed our bias in 4 hour that we are looking along here. Here, these kind of confirmation give us the high probability sign of continuation to the upside. And this is what we explain each and every analysis. Myself, my other fellow analysts, they broadcast that information all the time, intraday. So these are the basics we mentioned. So based on that, our bias still now is long as the momentum is bullish, and as long as the price is keep breaking above the previous high, we are looking this direction. We're only going to take a short, which is we call a counter opportunity, if the price break and develop a false breakout. In respect, for example, here, if the price break, give us the confirmation not going up, instead continuation, that give us the high probability of reversal, we call a trade, or counter trade. And I'm pretty sure most of this terminology being discussed and explained over some of the webinars on Thursday. So most welcome. Don't miss those kind of amazing opportunities to develop your basic. Here is more practical. So based on that, you can see even, let me explain to you another analysis we had it, which is you can see a pretty straightforward. Based on that, we mentioned, look here, the price right now, price has broken. And even we look at more details, even you can see here, you can see the price came back here and retest without the changing the color of candlestick pattern, price continuation. So that small information we discuss in our platform every single day. Okay, so I'm just going to do, let's look about mainly talk about the gold. So I'm going to spend 10-15 minutes on gold, how to trade. Okay, so first of all, gold is a highly volatile, instrument. It's a very highly volatile instrument. And I've seen it and observed it mostly people, even over MyQFX platform, even though we have a 12 major currency pair, I can see that 90% people are still trading in gold. Reason behind it, there can be a multiple reason behind it, but as overall, as a system analyst, what we look at, because the people don't have a patient, right? They want instant gratification, and they cannot wait. And gold is highly volatile, and that's why most of the people, they're trying to get benefit as soon as possible. But it has a pros and cons, because of course it's a highly volatile, it's a highly opportunity, but at the same time, if you don't manage a risk, properly, it can go against you as well. So it's a very important. This is what we observe it. And what we look at mostly trading in gold, if you look at the overall reason, that's the one reason I gave it to you. Overall reason, basically what happened in the global economy right now, so many tensions, so many stress going on. Based on that, we call gold is a safe haven, instruments for the investors to invest and trade. That's why our buys from middle of last year, our bias was long on gold. That's why this is what we call a high time frame bias. But being an intraday, we don't care. We have taken this short trade on Friday. We really enjoy this really. And as soon as I said to you, basic price action is very important. And we keep telling these things. So gold, we had this Friday, we had a nice, amazing short trade here. When the price came back, and I always mention to my trader, guys, just buy from here, because this is what happened here. We can see here some sort of rejection here. We look at the structure, we look at the pattern, and even Friday I said to you guys, if you have a hold one trade, is going to shoot up, because this kind of price action give us the high probability of continuation. So I can explain to you here multiple price action that develop bias for long. Number one is the basics. Fundamental reason is our bias was long because what's happening in the global economy. Second, we have this kind price action. We had it dip here, and because mostly traders are buying long and putting stop loss break even. This is, I'm talking about the retail trader. Institution traders, they are clever, big market, big dogs. They know there's most of the stop loss are heading here. they push the market here, clean everyone, and continue to the upside. And you can see it. Fourthly, we had a beautiful gap too. So one reason I said to you is a fundamental. Second reason we have look at this reaction. Yeah. Third reason we look at the patterns. What sort of patterns is telling us? So if you look ahead, this candlestick, and this pattern. By the way, this is 1 hour chart. So you can see we call inside candle pattern, bullish inside candle pattern, right? So that's going to be number 3. And then we look at the other price action. We have this off price area. So this is the area of interest. We look ahead. And that's what I mentioned to my trader. If the price refuse to break this one, then I'm expecting huge upside. That's basically, we have a multiple reason as we decided we build our bias, and based on that, you can see the market shoot up, and this is what happened. But this is, of course, this is not a tradable because that's the market as soon as the market open here from here. But this is what we explained on Friday, and one of my traders made almost I think 7% with this trade here, but just buying it. I made a 7% of that account, quite big account. So that's basically, it's confidential. Otherwise, I would love to share that account with you guys. So now, what exactly happening here? So what we're looking into here. Our bias is long. We look at this price action here. So as mentioned to always, we have an impulsive reaction. So we have this sort of like a correction here. So we have this point of interest. And pay attention to detail. I think we also had these things going on here when that's going to be on conferences going on. Okay, yeah, on Wednesday, we also have this, World Economic Conference. We'll see here how that's going to make impact to the gold here. So if you look at the gold right now, even today, we can see here the price sort of like develop a correction here, and the most of the retail trader, they when they look at this impulse that they're expecting is going to go down. But as a professional, we don't look at it. We need a confirmation. We need a clear entries and exit. Plus, we need a proper risk management in order to jump into the trade. So if you look at today, so we had quite a lot of analysis, but I'm just going to share you the main one. Okay, so what we're looking into it. So if you look at here, this is the price action which we explained over trader. This is the analysis we had it. You can see a multiple time price respected here. And when you have this multiple rejection here, that give us the high probability of long. As mentioned, based on all the scenarios, our bias is long. That give us the high probability of continuation to the upside. You can see here the price nicely broken and pull back. So this is the analysis being broadcasted. And, we had amazing long trade here. Even after that, we had another one. Basically, let me share with you. Okay. So as I said to you, based on the price action intraday, we also take this small short trade here, but with a valid technical reason. And that's what we do. We have this, impulsive reaction, price develop sideways market. And if you look ahead, this is the price action where we're looking into it. That gives us the high probability. Let me make it slightly bigger so you can understand what I'm talking about here. So this is our intraday system. For safest trade, this is not for me for the safest trade. Safest trade for me, this one. Why? Because you can see here the price nicely rejected here, this area of interest. And as soon as the price break, I said, okay, let's wait. Let's wait to give us the confirmation. The price come back here, give us this confirmation that the price is retesting this level, and that give us the high probability of continuation. If I open a short trade here around this level, when the price hit, this is probably like, 30 to 40% profit. And because today market is very volatile, we haven't seen any big moves. So as soon as the price hits certain level, all analysts is just giving a suggestion. If you have taken it, it's time to consider some banks and profit. So even if we're taking a counter short trade here, we always look at this kind of confirmation in order to take a trade. We also had a small analysis because the market condition wasn't good. Here you can see here again, this is another beautiful analysis. This is one of the new analysts basically, and pretty standard and straightforward. Okay, let's look at these kind of analysis, what exactly or intraday. So that's basically give us the high probability that any pullback, this is sign we said any pullback this direction would consider high probability trade, or if the price refuse and come back and give us the confirmation, then we're looking for long. So this is the analysis being broadcasted, and based on that you can see here price came back, we have another beautiful pullback and pullback. But as mentioned to you in the beginning, that every time when the price break and recent high and low, we make the point of interest. We have this one, you can see here price came back, develop another pullback. Top of that you have the analysis, another 30 to 40 pips in profit. So if you're watching this analysis in the gold especially, and you can practice based on this analysis and you will see the result. Then, as I said to you, we are intraday trader. So we have another, and this is another beautiful, this is a recording basically. I have it in New York session, and I give this explanation. It's very important. Try to understand here. This is what we explained real time. Recording is here, guys. I'm just keep telling you recording. You can verify. I mentioned to my trader as this is the high is broken. As long as the price stay above, look, pull back. Every time when the price come back, pull back because our bias is long. We have multiple rejection here. And if the price break and give us the pullback, keep taking it. We're only going to take a short trade here. If the price gonna break, give us the confirmation, then we're looking at short trade here. And if you look at the price action here, we have this breakout was performed. And after that, this is the point of interest as mentioned here. Look for pullback, price develop pullback. And you can see how what a beautiful price came back, hit this level, give us another confirmation and long trade here. And then basically all of my analysts they're broadcasting this information. So we count this kind of candlestick pattern, but this is the basic. You can see this is the high is broken. If you draw a line here, price refuse and continuation. So first of all, develop your bias and look for the opportunity accordingly. So we have, let's look at the another analysis. Beautiful, pretty straightforward, clearly mention the point of interest, price broken and give us the confirmation. Any pullback would consider high probability trade. We had another beautiful pullback, and as you can see, the price nicely continue to the upside. So if you look at another one here, this is the this is the basically analysis I broadcast just before the while I was preparing this webinar. And I said to my trader, guys, I think there's one push upside is coming. And the reason I'll explain to you here. So if you look at here, this is the price action, pretty straightforward. Why did not put line here? Why I put line here? Pay attention to detail. This is the beauty of our intraday system in MyQFX. We have this area, this area, this area, this area. You can see the price come back and this area and retest. So that gives us the high probability of continuation. Then we have this area, which is price previously respected. So I say, while the price is there, don't jump into it. Let the price break this one and continuation. So what happened here based on this breakout? And if you look at the gold here, which is pretty straightforward, price nicely broken this previous high. And after that, price now develop pullback and sign of continuation. Even now, you can see here the price continue. So when you have these kind of analysis in real time, that's the beauty of our platform, guys. You can see here the price nicely continuation to the upside now. Even now, price is developing another pullback. So I hope that makes sense. So the goal is basically, this is what we analyze it. Let me back to the 1 hour chart. Why we choose 1 hour? Why we choose 4 hour, not 4 hour? Because these pairs have low volatility as compared to the gold. Gold has more volatility. Yen also had a more volatility, and that's why we're choosing in 1 hour. So this is what we did in gold. And even though we have, you can see here that we haven't seen any big moves, but within this move in intraday, how many beautiful analysis consider banking some profit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a 5. This is just, we have more than 5, but here I'm just only showing the 5. We have more than analysis, which we mentioned, consider banking some profit. So if you are log into the MyQFX platform, if you have this analysis at the same time you practice. So for example, if you see this analysis, consider banking some profit, then I always tell to my student, you should put yourself in accountability, phase that, okay, this analysis has been broadcast. why I haven't taken this, analysis and consideration, then you will have a clear picture. Either busy, don't have the time, right? Or basically, could be any other emotional, uh, reason behind it, or anything which you don't understand it. Then we have a support available and training available, which can help you to basically identify the opportunity. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so far this last week we haven't seen any big moves. You can see here like consolidations, and now we are hopefully our new MyQFX website is gonna go live very soon. You have this opportunity, guys. So pay attention to detail. I think my browser, yeah. So one of these options, you can take it and you can join it, and you can receive all these analysis in real time, and you can practice. And at the same time, guys, hopefully this we are working to the watchers scheme. We are testing it. All this board, we're going to add more traders on board. They have traded properly, they traded okay, but they didn't trade actively more in last week, but still they are positive, doing good job now. And today is US is off, so mostly traders basically they don't jump it, but some traders try to do it. Like this trader tried, as soon as he's taking some losses, he just quit. But so far, you can see they are still positive, and you will be surprised today. Basically, they trade this one, but mainly all of them they are trading gold, all of them. And you can see all of them they are trading gold, making 20, 30 pips, 40, 30 pips a day. Job done. Sometime market given options to take it, so sometimes they're taking amazing opportunity. So you can see here, guys, so far all of them they are positive and they are doing very good. Like 915, let's look at this one, is doing great job, 448 pips this month, even though we haven't seen any big moves, but still they are managing a positive. So I'm going to be sharing with you hopefully next week. I was planning to share the watcher, but we were working on the MyQFX new website. I'm going to be sharing, the price is going to be changing, guys, so we are reducing this price to the $49, and then I will give you 1 month free voucher, and that's going to be help you. You can follow any of these trader, but for that you must have the QBN global account in order to follow, because this is comprehensive and exclusively designed for the QBN global brokerage. So you can only copy and follow their trades in QBN global. We are testing it heavily, and hopefully the most of the test is almost done, so it's going to be live most likely next week. I'll give you a voucher for one month free. I hope that makes sense. All right, so now I'm waiting. We have a 5 minutes to take your Q&A. If you have any questions, most welcome. I'm happy to take all of your questions, guys. But keep watching this analysis, keep watching the recording of this webinar, all the price action, which is I have explained to you. It applies to all the instruments. All right, guys. So any questions? Any question regarding trading? Any questions regarding, MyQFX, Q community, or QBN global, or anything fundamental, technical?
I have a question, Ashraf. How many, let's see if they put a hand up. I'm expecting everybody on the call has got a MyQFX account.
Yeah.
Let's see the hands. Has everybody got a MyQFX account, at least gone onto the platform and tested it out, or not yet? It'd be interesting to know. You can put it in the chat. Yes, 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 yes. I can see chats coming through now. Nelson says not yet. Shabazz says yes. I've got a question. What is the reason behind the recent push on gold Asian session?
Okay, so this one is basically, if you look at the news, what's happening, Trump is trying to, do something Greenland, and top of that, the thing's going to be escalating into the Iran, right? And those, these kind of situations, keep watching it economically, what's happening here. Anything whenever there's this kind of situation happen, and that's basically push the goal, because the goal is safe haven, and that's what we have basically, look at these kind of events, and that's kind of events basically push gold up, because that's what we believe in it. Because these kind of events, if you look at in what's happening in the UK is Trump is basically putting tariff onto 10%. He's trying to basically push to the Greenland. I don't know what's happening, but in top of that, the Iran situation escalated, and other Ukraine stuff going on. So these kind of basically pushed up, uh, to the goal. But of course, the market was closed, but it wasn't. It was there basically going up anyway. But market open, so that's why you have seen this push here. And top of that, this kind of price action give us the ultimate sign of continuation to the upside, and plus basically the global situation that give us the another high probability. Gold is looks easy, but it's tricky too sometimes, because sometimes it's more volatile. And I'll always recommend that trading other instruments and gold is like look at this way. If you're trading other instruments, or if you're trading gold, the format, the price action exactly is the same. Nothing is changed. But when things comes to the risk and reward, that has you must have some practice to understand. For example, I'll give you an example. If I'm trading like pound dollar, so I can make 25 pips stop loss or 15 pips stop loss. It might gonna hit or it might not gonna hit, take time. But in gold, if I put 25 pips stop loss, you by the blink of eye, if certain moves happen, you will see that your trade is gone. Either TP hit or that your asset hit. So you must understand every instrument, the way it moves, understand the volatility. Like yen moves much faster than the other pair, which is this is called exotic pair, and gold moves way beyond faster than yen and all the major pairs. So pay attention to detail, guys. And when we trade gold, we put big stop loss, and we understand. But if you put a big stop loss, it doesn't mean you need to risk beggar. No, it's slightly different. So I always recommend practice first, understand it, behavior, and then look for the try and that's why in yeah. So this is basically a reason in MyQFX platform you can practice it, and then basically you can attach your Cuban global account, and so it could be another program you have open, Ashraf, right? So like to be honest, Shabazz, if you yeah, I'm pretty sure you are already joining us anyway. Once you've done this thing, and then book a Zoom session with me, and then explain you more details about these things.
Okay.
All right, guys. Any other questions?
Everything's fine. I think it's come to the end of the session. So thank you, Ashraf.
You're
I'm sure
welcome.
they can email you
Yeah,
if they have any other questions. I can see a lot of hearts going through. So there you go.
thank you. Thank you, guys. And as such, like January is, you can join now as long as it's free. After that, you have one of these options, and you are blessed and lucky. If you're a Cuban member, you get like amazing platform where you can practice at the same time. All right, guys. So that's it for now, and I look forward to see you next week at the same time. With lots of pips.
And bring a friend next week, please, so that we double up and everybody benefits.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. Absolutely.
Can we do a raffle next week, Ashraf, so that if they bring a friend and we can do a
Yeah,
raffle and maybe we can give them a surprise.
sure.
What do you
That's,
reckon?
that's
Just spontaneous that just rolled off my tongue as an incentive to those who are on the call. But
okay,
we all
sure, no
like
problem.
surprises and we all like gifts, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And plus, you have a registration link, just send it to them once we have the data of all these people. you know,
I'll
we
share
can,
that with you, Ashraf. I have the data.
yeah, so we can do the raffle next week, so we
Yes,
can do
we
it
can.
like the people who attended, we can do some raffle, no problem.
Thank you, Jet Li.
All right, guys, thanks a lot for all of you guys. Wonderful to see you again and again. And, even though you are making a lot of money, I understand. But this is the knowledge you learned it, and this is the skills you develop it. And this is basically is going to help you the long way to maximize other opportunities through QBN. All right, guys, all the best and have a nice week. Until next time, wish you all the best. Take care, guys.